All right. Shalom. Shalom to the elect of Israel, whoever you might be out there. I want to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this lessons edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. And Shalom to the 144,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah from the GMS Denver camp doing a lesson in regards to Jeremiah, the 50th chapter. All right. Very heavily prophetic. All right. And it should be uplifting to those that are of the hopeful elect, because it goes into the destruction of America, Babylon the Great. All right. And let's get into it. It's a lengthy chapter, but I'm going to try to read through it as quick as I can while grabbing precepts, man. All right. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right. Verse 1. The word that the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Now you got to understand this right here, that Jeremiah was in the ancient Babylonian, era. He was in the time of that captivity where, the southern kingdom was overtaken by, Babylon. But this is also prophetic in this current day and time. You know what I'm saying? This deals with Babylon the Great. All right. It says, declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken. Bel is confounded. Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces. And the Lord is going to break this place known as America, Babylon the Great, into pieces. With all the idolatry that goes on here. It says, for out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. And in today's day and age, that land that's coming from the north is going to be Russia. All right, it's going to destroy America, Babylon the Great. That's why, you see them in the news right now, going at it. Now, let's see. Verse 4, in those days and in that time, saith the Lord Yahweh, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together. Going and weeping, they shall go and seek the Lord Yahweh, all right, their power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And that's happening here in America, Babylon the Great. Northern and Southern Kingdom are here. And it goes on to say that later on in the chapter. But let's continue on. Verse 5, they shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, come and let us join ourselves to the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten. All right. Now it says, verse 6, my people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. Okay, we fell away from the understanding of who we were. All right, as Israelites, that's happened here. Okay. Wandering about the earth, man, not knowing that we're the Israelites. Like lost sheep, without Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 7, all that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh, the habitation of justice, even the Lord Yahweh, the hope of their fathers. And that's how these nations look at us, man. They look at us going off. Look at our people now. You got Jake out here acting a damn fool in the earth, man. Gang banging, pimping, women being sluts. All right, Jake being the goddamn homo. All right, amongst other many detestable things. So the nations look at us like, man, look at these guys, man. They're sinning against the Lord. These are the Israelites. We can do whatever the hell we want to them. All right, because look how they acting. We're justified in locking them up and bringing forth police brutality. They're acting like animals. All right, that's how they look at us, man. Okay, verse 8. Remove out of the midst of Babylon and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans and be as the he-goats before the flocks. All right. Now it says here in verse 9, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Now what is that talking about? It's not talking about ancient Babylon. It's talking about modern Babylon. You see, the way that ancient Babylon went down was not in this manner. So it's talking about another Babylon, man. This is a future prophecy. Babylon is code for America. Okay? Now, let's get a quick precept on that, on verse 9. How the nation's going to turn against, America being led by Russia. All right, so in regards to Russia being aligned with other nations to come against America, aka Babylon the Great, it's right here in Ezekiel 38. All right, now I'm gonna start at verse 4. I'm gonna start at verse 3. Matter of fact, might just start at verse 1. All right, and the word of the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. Now, Gog and Magog is just really one place. It's talking about Russia. Okay, that's modern day Gog, man. All right. Now, continuing on, it says, and thus said the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. All right. You see, the Lord is against those Russians too, man. The Lord is not on the side of the Russians. Or he's using these Edomites to kill each other, man. And that's what's going on in World War III. All right. Now it says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, meaning military machinery and weaponry, man. All right. They're gearing up for this war right now. All right. And when the Lord said he's going to put hooks in their jaws, meaning he's going to turn them back to that warlike mentality, that warlike state that they used to have, man, in the USSR, when they were the USSR, you know what I'm saying? So he's returning them back to that state. He's gearing them up for battle. All right. He's getting them ready to come against America, Babylon the Great. All right. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. So these other nations are going to be with Russia. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. All right. So these are synonymous to these other nations that are out there now, like Turkey. All right. These other nations that are in that region are going to be, or not in that region, but other nations that are aligned with Russia are going to go to war against America. Be thou prepared, and be thou prepared. Hold on a second. Salakia. Oh yeah, that's it right there. Salakia. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. You see, Russia's going to be like that, guard for these other weaker nations, man, because they've been afflicted by America, and now they have a superpower that's behind them, which is Russia. All right. They're joining forces with the Russians to overtake America. All right. So let's go back to Jeremiah 50. Just want to bring that out real quick. So back in Jeremiah 50, let's just recap on that idea right there in verse 9. All right. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations. Remember, we just read that in Ezekiel 38, right? From the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows, all right, or nuclear missiles, all right, shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. All right. There's many precepts on this right here alone. All right. The destruction of America by way of these other nations. Okay. Now continuing on. Verse 10. And Chaldea shall be a spoil. And that's also synonymous for America, because the Chaldeans were known for their wisdom and their mighty sorceries and witchcraft, which is, synonymous to America. This is a place of witchcraft and sorcery. All right. You see? And it says, all that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashmi Al-Shai. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellow as bulls. And that's these damn Edomites. All right. And they rejoiced at the destruction of the Lord's heritage, which is us, the nation of Israel. We're the apple of the Lord's eye, as it tells you in the book of Zechariah. All right. We're his chosen people. All right. And they rejoiced over us, as they took us off into slavery and these other captivities. I'm mainly talking about these damn Edomites, man, the so-called white man. All right, they rejoiced over us as we, were taken into captivity. And they did all kind of crazy shit to us, man. All right, now, and they became rich off of us. All right, that's why it says, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellow as bulls. All right, that's Esau. All right, verse 12. Your mother shall be sore confounded, and that's talking about Britain, because America came out of the British. All right, that's the mother of America, Great Britain. Your mother shall be sore confounded, she that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness and a dry land and a desert. All right, and the British are going to turn against America. Okay, they're going to launch their missiles, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be crazy out here, man. Everybody's going to turn against America, Babylon the Great, when it's all said and done with. But when it says the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, it's talking about America, man. We're on the far west. All right, because civilization started off in the east over there in Israel. And look where we are now. We're way over here in the west. All right. It's going to be a desolation when it's all said and done with, when those nuclear missiles completely destroy America. All right. Verse 13, because of the wrath of the Lord, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. All right, there you go. This place was not going to be able to be inhabited anymore. So this is not talking about ancient Babylon over there in Iraq. There's people over there living there now. So it's not talking about that. It's talking about this place. Further proof that this is talking about future prophecy. Okay. Now, verse 14. Put yourselves in array. Matter of fact, let's get a precept on how it's going to be, uninhabited. Or here we have a precept on the desolation of Babylon, right? Isaiah 13, verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms. All right. Talking about America. Everybody wanted to come to America. All right. The richest nation on the earth. All right. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. How did Sodom and Gomorrah get overthrown? By way of fire and brimstone. And this place is also known as spiritual Sodom. All right. America is known as spiritual Sodom. Why is that? You already know why, man. The whole alphabet people community has pretty much overtaken this nation, man. All right. And we know the result of that, man. Destruction, fire, brimstone, aka thermonuclear missiles. Now let's continue on. Verse 20. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Ain't gonna be nobody over here buying and selling. All right? Ain't no other foreign nations gonna be able to come over here and make a living off of this place no more once it's all said and done with, man. It's going to be a complete desolation. But the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls that dwell there, and satire shall dance there. So it's going to be a place inhabited by animals, man. Unclean beasts, you know what I'm saying? All right. That's it. Ain't gonna be nobody over here building houses. Ain't gonna be no construction going on. Ain't gonna be no people over here having vacations. That's going to be a thing of the past, man. America's gonna be a complete burnt monument, all right, as a memorial to those who will live ungodly, man. It's gonna be an example forever, okay? All right, so back in Jeremiah 50, all right, verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord Yahweh. Bashim Yahushai. All right, this is the most wicked place on the earth, man. Everything wicked, you can find it here, man. All right, on high levels. You see, everything that's against Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, you can find it here in America, aka Babylon the Great, man. All right, and it says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, meaning all those that have nuclear missiles, all the countries that have nuclear missiles. The Lord is commanding them to bend their bows and shoot them arrows over here, man. All right. And Russia has been passing out these missiles to different nations in preparation for that final judgment of America, which is soon at hand. All right. Now we understand we got to wait for the mark of the beast to be made mandatory, but as soon as they do that, when they make that RFID microchip mandatory worldwide, you can expect something to go wrong, and then all of a sudden they're gonna turn against America, all right, and blow them off the fucking map. All right. They're gonna shoot all their shit over here, man. It's gonna get like that. That's the prophecy. All right. So yeah, matter of fact, let's get a precept on that real quick. Hold on. Here we have the book of Revelation, chapter 17 and verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. This is in the book of Revelation. Going into the same scenario that we were reading in Jeremiah, all right, in Isaiah 13. Okay, the destruction of America, Babylon the Great. The 10 horns are representative of currently today, NATO and the EU, are those countries that are, supposedly in alliance with America. They're going to turn against America and burn her with fire, man. That great whore that sitteth upon many waters, right? Yeah, man, that's what's finna go down. It's already happening. We're watching it happen right before us, showing you that we have the only true book of prophecy, proving that this is the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the creator of all energy and existence. And his word is going to be played out. It's happening now. All right. You see? So yeah, that fire is going to burn America, is going to eat her flesh and devour her, man. Okay. All right. And they're going to turn against America because America has fucked everybody over, even its own allies, man. Man. All right, back in Jeremiah 50 and verse 15. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. Take vengeance upon her as she have done, do unto her. So yeah, that big payback. All right. It's the vengeance of the Lord, man. All right, the Heavenly Father, man. Verse 16. Cut off the sower from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn every one to his people, and they shall flee every one to his own land. You're going to see these damn heathens leaving to their own land as things begin to heat up more and more. People are leaving America. All right. And it's going to be, race divisions, man. Those who are of their own nation, they finna cook up with each other, man. As things get tighter and tighter. This big melting pot is finna be a place of separation. All right. The damn gooks are gonna be with the gooks. All right. The damn Edomites gonna be linked up with each other, and you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans gonna be, separated as well, man. But the main part is that these heathens are gonna be, pretty much departing from Babylon, man, as things begin to, heat up. So, Salaki, let's continue on. Because I want to mention that because race wars are prophesied to happen. And where we leave off at? Okay. Yep, verse 17. Israel is a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. First the king of Assyria hath devoured him. And last is Nebuchadnezzar, or actually that's also known as Nebuchadnezzar, if you didn't know that. All right. King of Babylon hath broken his bones. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land as I have punished the king of Assyria. See, the Lord has always punished wicked leaders that oppressed us, man. These wicked kings of the heathens, they've always oppressed us, and then guess what? The Lord stepped in and pretty much took them out of power. The same thing gonna happen to America, Babylon the Great. All right? AKA modern day Assyria. AKA modern day Babylon, AKA modern day Egypt. They're all the same. All right. America's just the latest one. Now it says, and I will bring Israel again to his habitation, and he shall feed on Carmel and Bashan, and his soul shall be satisfied upon Mount Ephraim and Gilead. We're going to be taken back to our own land. All right. When it's all said and done with. In those days and in that time, saith the Lord Yahweh, the iniquity of Israel shall be sought for. and there shall be none, and the sins of Judah, and they shall not be found. For I will pardon them whom I reserve. So the Lord's going to bring that second covenant. He's going to forget all of our sins that we, committed as a people, as a nation. We're going to be made completely perfect and righteous underneath that second covenant. All right, when Yahweh Shai returns, man, and changes our bodies. All right? Yeah, that's what's going to happen when this is all said and done with. All right? Now, verse 21. Go up against the land of Merathaim, even against it, and against the inhabitants of Pekod. Waste and utterly destroy after them, saith the Lord Yahweh, and do according to all that I have commanded thee. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. All right, and that's the sound that we're hearing right now. And war drums beat. This is where we are in prophecy. And it says in verse 23, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Yeah, that's what's up next, man. The desolation of Babylon, the hammer of the whole earth. The military might of America has been nothing but a bully to the entire world, man. They used to be, afraid of America. But guess what? The Lord has advanced the technology of these heathen nations, all right? And now they're bucking up against America, and they finna destroy America, all right? Along with the angels of, the hosts of heaven, all right? Because they're going to be, in the skies doing damage as well, man. Those so-called UFOs, they're part of this war too. But the point is that America's going down. It's going to become a desolation among the nations. Verse 24, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord Yahweh. When you sin against the Lord Yahweh, and when you afflict his chosen people, you get fucked up. All right? And that's exactly what Esau has done. And he does it every day, even up until this day. All right? Now they're boasting of their technology is so advanced, they don't need to fear the Most High. All right? Yeah, they actually said that at the World Economic Forum. This fucking dude, what's his name? Noah Yuval Harari. Look that dude up. He was actually quoted saying that they don't need to fear the Most High because now they have technology. They don't have to fear drought and losing crops because they can cloud seed, and different things he said, man, showing you the wicked satanic spirit that are within these damn Edomites, these fucking devils. All right, and he's a so-called JEW if I'm not mistaken, but he's supposed to be one of the Lord's people. Get the fuck out of here, man. The Lord's gonna deal with these bastards. All right, because they've striven against the Lord Yahweh. All right, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Verse 25, the Lord Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, hath opened his armory. All right, talking about them missiles, man, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh, all right, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. The Lord put it in the minds of these devils to create those nuclear missiles. Let's get a precept on that. Or here's that precept right here, all right? Isaiah 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. The Lord put it in the minds of these devils to come up with the nuclear missiles, man, those atomic bombs, all right? The smith, aka the scientist, all right? The Lord brought them forth, man. He controls every spirit. And he put it in Esau's bitch ass mind to make these weapons that's going to lead to his own destruction. The Lord, he's the ultimate chess player, man. All right, let's get back to Jeremiah 50. All right, so verse 26 in Jeremiah 50, all right. Come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. This is definitely not talking about ancient Babylon, man. All right? If you can't tell by now. Slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them. All right, that means destruction. For their day is come, the time of their visitation. And Esau has been getting away with shit seemingly for years and years and years, running the earth in wickedness. But now the time of his visitation is at hand. And when the Lord visits, he comes with judgment and death. All right. Now it says, verse 28. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh, our power, the vengeance of his temple. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. And you know what? I've been hearing people say that there's like, nuclear submarines that are all off the coast of America, going around undetected, waiting to get that call and to launch the missiles from the subs, man, to burn off the coast of America, Babylon the Great. You see? That come on, man. This Bible is faithful and true. So that's the archers, man. Those who have those nuclear missiles. It says, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done, do unto her. For she hath been proud against the Lord Yahweh, Bashmi Awashai, against the Holy One of Israel. Yeah, that's America, man. You damn Edomites are the most proud people on the face of the earth, especially you Americans. All right? Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud. You see, saith the Lord power of hosts, for thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. Woo! Come on, man. We here. It's where we at. Verse 32. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. Ain't no coming back, man. Ain't gonna be no bouncing back from this, man. Ain't gonna be no phoenix rising up from the ashes, man. All right? And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were pressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast, and they refused to let them go. What does that remind you of? That should remind you of ancient Egypt. You see, that's another reason why this place known as America is called spiritual Egypt as well, because the Israelites, northern and southern kingdom, were held captive in Egypt, and they refused to let us go. So the Lord had to command a deliverance for us, man. He sent Moses, all right, and by him he did crazy, wonderful works, man, miracles, and delivered us, man. The same thing gonna happen in this day and age, man. Except it's gonna overshadow the deliverance of ancient Egypt. It's gonna be even greater than that. Okay, but here again, we're here, Northern and Southern Kingdom, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians are joined together here in America. All right? And we're being held captive here, man. Working as slaves, man. While Esau lives high off the hog, man, you know what I'm saying? While Esau is just living it up. With all the wealth. We over here building up his goddamn neighborhoods and shit. Living in low-income housing. All right? We're in captivity, man. We're not free here, man. All right? So anyway, yeah, that's what that's talking about. Northern and Southern Kingdom are right here in America, serving captivity, man, for our rebellion against the Lord, man. But guess what? It's time for them to let us go. And the Lord gonna make sure they let us go. Verse 34, their Redeemer, you see, He gonna redeem us. Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord Yahweh, Bashmi Awashai of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. All right. A sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith the Lord Yahweh, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, Salakia, and upon her wise men. All right. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. Okay. It's talking about you damn devils, right? In your military. All right, that's the mighty men of Esau, man. The special forces, man. His entire military, his air force, his space force. Those are the so-called mighty men of Esau, man. They finna get hit by that sword here very shortly in the midst of World War III. All right, the sword being those nuclear missiles. Let's see, verse 30. Yep, verse 37. A sword is upon their horses and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her. And they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. All right. This is the place of the mingled people, is in that. All right. The melting pot, as they used to call it, or they still call it. It's going to be the real melting pot in a minute, because the Lord going to melt this bitch. Okay. Now it says, a drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up. For it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols. The freedom of religion, right? All the gods of the nations are idols, right? And that's what you got here in America. All right, it tells you that in Psalms 96:5. All right, all the gods of the nations are idols. All right, and that's all you see here in America. All right, you got freedom of religion. You got freedom to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Freedom to worship idols. Well, guess what, man? It's gonna lead to your death, your destruction. Okay, verse 39. Therefore, the wild beasts of the desert with the wild beasts of the islands shall dwell there, and the owl shall dwell therein, and it shall be no more inhabited forever, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. All right, as the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, all right, with that fire, right, and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, all right, Russia, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. So that's talking about Russia and all its allies, man. It's finna come against America. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. They finna let America have it, man. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, every one put in array like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. And it says the daughter of Babylon. You see that? It's not talking about ancient Babylon, because this place is like a different version of Babylon, man. That's all it is. That's why it says the daughter of Babylon. All right, it's following that same wicked ass model. All right. Now it says, verse 43, the king of Babylon have heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pangs as a woman in travail. All right, as of a woman in travail. And right now you got these elites going into their bunkers and shit. You know, they build all these multi-billion-dollar bunkers because they know what's coming, man. They know something's coming. But they're not going to survive if they're in the lands of America. All right, the smart elites are going to have their bunkers over there in other countries, man. Because America, there's not going to be any survivors here, man. Okay? But the talks of nuclear war has been escalating as of lately. Verse 44, behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan unto the habitation of the strong. But I will make them suddenly run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me? And who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Now the least of the flock is going to drive everybody out to war. It's talking about Israel. All right, those Israelis, man, those so-called JEWs, those imposters, they're showing themselves to be the devil right now. All right, and everybody's starting to see it. Okay, they're going to draw America into this war, all right, and they're going to draw Russia and all these other countries as well into World War III. That's what it's talking about right there. The least of the flock. They're the lowest scumbags, you know, out there, man, in the nation of Edom, because they're part of the nation of Edom. That's one of the tribes, man. Amalek. That's the least of the flock. All right, those big nose 48ers, man. They're going to draw everybody into World War III, and it's happening right now. All right. And it says, at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. So the destruction is going to be so great from those nuclear missiles pelting the earth. It's going to shake the entire earth, man. It's going to shake the earth. And that's why we can't be here when this goes down. The elect are going to be taken up into the chariots as the missiles are dropping down, man. The Lord's going to whisk them away off the earth up into the vehicles of the angels, man. All right, the Lord's coming back on a huge fathership. He's going to rescue his elect, man. Okay, he's going to take them up into those chambers to be safe from the coming destruction. While everybody else is going to be receiving their judgment, man. That second death, which is the fire. All right, the first death was the flood. The second death is going to be the thermonuclear fire, man. All right, let's get a quick precept on how the earth is going to shake, and we're going to close it out. All right, here it is right here, Isaiah 24 and verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. All right, so the earth is going to shake, man. These missiles are no joke. They finna do some serious damage, man. It's going to completely destroy America, but also other parts of the earth. are going to be shaken up as well, man. I'm talking about land masses being moved, you know what I'm saying? Continents being moved, all right? Islands being, moved out of their places at the sound of the destruction of America, man. So that's what's coming. I just want to do a lesson on that, man. Prophecy, we're speaking these things into existence because, hey, this is the will of the Heavenly Father, man. He's commissioned us to speak these words, man. And as we speak them, they're happening, all right? Because these words are powerful. And ain't nothing that Esau or anybody else can do to stop it, man. So, hey, we're warning you. Come out of this place, man, spiritually, because it's over for America, man. Your best bet is to return to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and focus your energy on doing the things that are pleasing to the Lord, man, in hopes of salvation. I'm talking to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. You are the 12 tribes of Israel, all right, today. And, hey, turn back to the Lord, man, before it's too late. I'm in there right there. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And Kwame Yasharala and the Bible Bar. Shalom.